Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, my name is Sydney.
And I am Mike, and welcome back to the art of doing housework, everyone. It is day 2, part B, and we are back talking about what we all love doing, along with studying for exams and going to the dentist. Oh, we love doing housework, don't we, Sydney?
We love it.
I'm not serious. I'm joking
not.
here.
We hate housework.
Unless you really do. I mean, some people do, right?
I guess some people do, but you know what?
Relaxing.
I'm not one of them.
No, I don't think I am either. But it is one of those chores, little daily jobs around the house in our life that we have to do. But the good news is we have technology or machines to help us. Yesterday, we were talking with Alice and Brady, and they mentioned the dryer. That's the other machine you might have along with your washing machine to wash your clothes. You have the drying machine that can dry your clothes. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So you don't have to hang them up and leave them for a day while they get dry. You can use this, and that's a pretty modern invention. I don't think they had dryers, 100 years ago or something. But today, we're going to be talking about robots.
Yeah, robots. I'm assuming robots that are going to maybe vacuum the carpet.
That's the only robot I can think of.
Anything else? You would be surprised. I've seen some kitchens that now come with some robotics that will cook for you. They'll wash the dishes.
Whoa.
They'll clean the countertops. They'll take out the trash.
Wow.
There's all types of stuff out there.
Do they do it well or do they kill people?
That's a great question. I'll have to report back to you on that one.
Okay.
But I have seen them do all types of really cool things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I think robot vacuum cleaners that, run around on the floor and pick up dust and hair, those have been around a while. I've never had one. I just use the old vacuum cleaner. I'm the robot.
Right.
But we're going to find out what happens with Jefferson and Florence as they get into the world of robot home helpers or robot vacuum cleaners. Jefferson is helping Florence set up her robot vacuum.
Let's see. Your robot vacuum dock is on a hard, flat surface.
Of course. I followed the directions. Also, it already has a full charge.
Great. Did you download the app?
Yes, but I'm having trouble with the cleaning schedules.
Okay. How often do you want the robot vacuum to sweep the floor?
All right, so welcome back again to day 2 or part B of the art of doing housework. So we are going to, again, dive in with Jefferson and Florence and see what they have going on in terms of the world of robotics and housework kind of coming together.
Okay.
All right, so it says here, Jefferson is helping Florence set up her robot vacuum. Okay, so Jefferson, being a good friend, is going to help Florence kind of get her robot vacuum set up. All right, let's see.
I never even thought of that. I thought you would just get it home, get it out of the box, turn it on. Hey, it goes. It knows what to do.
I know. But
Yeah,
I think maybe there you have to put it on a timer. Maybe there's a charger. Maybe there are batteries.
Maybe there's Wi-Fi to sort out and things like that.
There could be all types
what a
of
lot
things.
of trouble. Anyways, Jefferson, he's the expert. He knows how to make this machine work the best way possible. And he's kind of going through the things that she needs. He says, let's see. This is kind of what you say when you're looking and thinking and making sure things are organized. Let's see. Your robot vacuum dock is on a hard, flat surface. Oh, this is like its little house. Its little home.
Dock.
Okay, the dock is where a boat will kind of tie up, right? So the boat ties up at the dock that people get on and off. But we also use that for machines like this that you kind of plug in. You might have a dock for your phone, right? So So your phone stands on your desk, and when it's in that dock, when it's in its right position, it also gets power for its battery. So it's kind of its little home where it goes to sleep. And in this case, of course, it's on the floor, and it has to be on a hard, flat surface. So think of a wooden floor, a tile floor, not a soft carpet or something like that. So just make sure it's there, and the little robot can drive into its dock and get out very easily. So that's not too hard. Yeah.
And Florence says, of course, I followed the directions.
Good.
Also, it already has a full charge.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess Jefferson was just kind of making sure that Florence had put the dock on a hard, flat surface. She says, of course, meaning yes. And yeah, I did follow the directions.
Okay.
And she's saying here that it already has a full charge, which I guess is good. You want any sort of electronic device that you're using to be fully charged before you start to use it.
Absolutely. I guess that's a good point. That little dock has to be somewhere you can plug it into the wall to get that electricity, get that power. So as long as you follow the directions, everything should be fine. And when we say directions in this way, yes, it could be when you're lost in a city and you ask someone, hey, can you give me directions to the museum? And they say, oh, walk down this street, turn left, turn right, that kind of thing. But also, if people are just really telling you how to do anything, especially in kind of a step-by-step way. Number one, do this. Number two, do that. Those are directions. When you get to the airport, for example, there will be directions about get your ticket here, put your bag there, walk through the security over here. And as long as you kind of follow that system, follow those numbers or steps, you will often be successful. So it's basically telling you how to do something and giving you the information you need. In this case, it's how to make sure your dock is working and your new little robot friend is fully charged or has a full charge of electricity.
And so if something has any sort of charge, a charge is just the amount of electrical energy stored within a device, right? So if your iPhone or your iPad has a full charge, if it's at 100%, it has 100% battery. But then, you know, when the energy bar or the battery on your iPhone starts to get a little bit into the yellow or the red, it's like, oh, we have 10%, 5%. It means that it has a low charge, right? It has low battery, and then you need to plug it in and charge it up again.
There you go. Yeah, and we can use it also as a verb. To charge something is to put a power into it, and it will have a full charge. Tina always has a full charge. She's always full of energy and English and grammar and vocabulary. So let's go over to her.
Hi, I'm Tina. 今天的对话是 Jefferson 在帮 Florence 设定扫地机器人。他说，扫地机器人的充电座要放在硬直的平面上。Florence 已经照着说明做了，而且扫地机器人也充满了电。我们来看一下单字 direction。Direction 名词，指示、说明。当做这个意思用的时候，要横用复数哦。The manual has clear directions for assembly. 说明书有清楚的组装指示。Manual 是说明书，那么 assembly 指的是组装。Charge 名词，充电。The battery needs a full charge before use. 电池在使用前需要完全充电。Battery 就是电池。文法的部分，我们提到了 set up 设定，像是设定机器、系统等等。举例来说 ，Nelson set up the new computer in his room. Nelson 在房间里架设了新电脑。Let's see， 让我想一想，这是一个过度引导对话的片语。逗号后面的子句不需要加上连接词哦。比如说 ，Let's see, the store opens at 9 tomorrow. 让我想想，那家店明天9点开门。接着我们回到对话当中。
So again, we are with Jefferson and Florence, and Jefferson is helping Florence kind of dive into setting up her vacuum robot vacuum.
Yeah.
She's got the dock set up. She followed the directions, like you said before. And now Jefferson is going to ask her a question. What is he going to say?
He's not just going to turn the vacuum on and watch it go.
You would think.
It's got a dock. It's got a full charge. Clean machine.
No,
there's still more to do,
There's
right?
more.
You got to make sure it works in all the ways it can. So Jefferson said, great. So great. You got the dock. It's on the hard, flat surface. It's got the power. It's got the charge. Did you download the app? And this is where I would go, app? It's a vacuum cleaner. It's not playing music or helping me watch Netflix. Why do I need to download an app? But I'm sure it does a lot of wonderful things. But yes, when we have our phone especially, or maybe with a computer, and you want to use an app or a program, you want to have access to something, you might have to download that thing. Sometimes we stream things, right? When you watch a video on YouTube, you watch it through YouTube. It's not saved in your phone, but if you want it saved in your phone so you can kind of open it and use it anytime you want, you need to get that information. And basically, getting information or getting an app or program from the internet, we call that downloading.
Yeah.
So you download an app, you might upload your pictures onto Facebook or upload a video onto YouTube. That's to put it out there. To get it, though, is to download. So I want to use the app. I'm going to find the app. I do that. It does that little thing where it's like, it's counting, it's loading it, takes a minute or two, and then boom, it's on your phone. You can use it anytime.
Yeah. So Jefferson asks, did she download the app?
You got the app? Did you get the app? Did you get the app?
Yes, but I'm having trouble with the cleaning schedules.
See?
Okay, now this is where I
So
guess
convenient.
the app would kind of come in. I'm assuming you would input cleaning schedules onto the app, and then the app would then give that information to the robot vacuum, I guess. Maybe that's how it works.
Oh, so you could kind of pick times and day. Oh, I see. So
That's what I'm
like
thinking.
Monday afternoon, I'll be at work. Why doesn't the robot run around and scare the cats then?
Exactly.
Good idea. Okay, yeah. Or you could have it vacuum at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sundays and your neighbors will really hate you or something like that. And I guess some people might even use it to vacuum when they're away, right?
Right, if you're on
be away
vacation
on holiday.
for, a week or two, you want to make sure you come back to a clean house.
Right.
You can put in the schedule in the app, and then the robot will follow the schedule.
Right.
But I guess you have to have the app.
You need the app.
schedule. You need the app.
You need the
You
app.
have to have
All
the
right,
app.
fine.
Yeah.
I'll download
There's
the
no
app.
way to get around the app. You have
guess
to have
not.
it. You have to download it.
All right,
Yes.
all right, I will. Jefferson says, okay. So, right, having problems with the cleaning schedule. Sometimes these things, they work in their own way. You kind of have to understand the system they use. So he's helping her. He says, how often do you want the robot vacuum to sweep the floor? So, once a day, twice a week, you can kind of pick things like that when you choose to program or schedule your little robot to do things. Let's find out from Tina all the things she has to tell us. I'm sure there are many and they are great. And then we'll be back.
Jefferson 接着问 Florence 下载扫地机器人的 App 了吗？原来他已经下载好了，但不会设定打扫排程。于是 Jefferson 问他要扫地机器人多久扫一次地。我们来看看单字download 动词下载。I tried to download the file, but it was too large. 我试着下载那个档案，但档案太大了。文法的部分刚刚提到了 how often 多久一次。回答的时候，我们要用频率副词片语，像是 every day 每天 every other day 每隔一天 once a month 每月一次等等。举例来说 How often do you check your email? 你多久检查一次电子邮件？ I check my email 3 times a day. 我每天检查3次电子邮件。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, so far we are I think if we're downloading this, we're about 50% towards getting a working robot. But we're on our way. We got to schedule things and apps and stuff. So we're going to do that in part 2. Please come back and join us for that.
Every day. I also wanted to mop the floor every other day and vacuum the carpets on the weekend.
When do you want it to do that?
When I'm at work is best.
Okay, we are back and we are getting Florence's new robot vacuum cleaner up and running. We've got the dock, we've got the charge, we've downloaded the app. But Florence was having a little bit of problem with the scheduling function in the app. This is kind of when you can pick the time and day that the machine will work. So, you know, if you're away at school or work, it can vacuum your apartment. So she was having a bit of trouble, but good news, Jefferson, her buddy, her friend is there. He's helping her. He asked her, how often do you want it to sweep the floor? To just kind of go around and pick up the dust and hair and other things that are on the ground. And so she has an answer to that, and she also wants it to do something else very cool.
Yeah. So she says, oh, every day.
Every day.
Meaning I want the robot vacuum to sweep every day.
Okay.
And then she says, I also want it to mop the floor every other day.
Wow.
And vacuum the carpets on the weekend.
Whoa.
Okay. So let's break this down.
Yeah.
She wants the robot vacuum to sweep the floor every day.
Okay. Monday through Monday through Monday through Monday.
Right. Every day. Then she wants it to also mop the floor, but every other day.
Okay.
Meaning maybe Monday, Wednesday,
Friday. Once every 2 days.
Yeah, once every 2 days.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then she also wants it to vacuum the carpets on the weekend.
That's a whole other thing.
Okay.
Huh.
So she's really going to put this thing to work.
Yeah, and
All right.
mopping the floor, that involves like water and soap, right?
Yeah.
That's like cleaning the floor with water and soap. So it does all of those
This
things.
thing must be pretty impressive. I think I want to see this
It's
thing.
smarter than I am.
I think I want to buy this thing.
Very
Where did you get
impressive.
it, Florence?
I have no
Wow. Yeah. All right. So, she wants it to also, like we said, vacuum the carpets on the weekend. So if you don't know, a carpet is a noun, and a carpet is just a thick floor covering that typically stretches from wall to wall or also covers stairs. So typically when people, they're living in their house or they buy a house, they usually have some hard floor as their flooring, but you can also get a carpet to kind of just cover the floor if you want something more colorful, if you want something soft and thick to cover your floors. The problem is that you also have to obviously clean that carpet with some vacuuming. You really want to make sure you're getting up any dirt, crumbs, things like that, which is why she is tasking this vacuum robot with also vacuuming the carpet.
Very cool. Carpets are not so common in Taiwan. They're very popular in colder countries where the floor might be really cold in the winter. In Taiwan, it's hot, it's humid. Carpets might be a little dirty in that kind of environment. But yeah, it can be nice and soft. Or you can have a smaller one. We might call that a carpet or a rug.
A rug, yeah.
Right? It's just a smaller one. It covers a certain part, like under your feet in the living room or something, but not everywhere in your home. All right, so she's got a carpet. She needs that vacuumed or, cleaned. She also wants the the machine to mop the floor and sweep the floor. So let's talk about that vacuuming the carpet. Jefferson asks, when do you want it to do that? All right, so when do you want to program or schedule the machine to vacuum your carpets and stuff?
Yeah, and Florence says, when I'm at work is best.
Sure.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
You leave for work, the robot vacuum can sweep and clean and do all the chores for you. And then when you come back to a hopefully sparkling clean home.
Very cool. And the little robot will be in its dock getting charged up and all the work is done. Fantastic. You know who else is fantastic?
Tina?
She is. And she is always fully charged right out of the dock.
Florence 想要扫地机器人每天扫地，每2天拖一次地，然后在周末的时候吸地毯。Jefferson 又问他希望扫地机器人在什么时间运作。Florence 认为他上班的时候就是最理想的时间。我们来看看单字 carpet 名词地毯。My cat likes to sleep on the carpet. 我的猫喜欢睡在地毯上。接着我们回到对话当中。
Okay, guys, that's our dialogue for today. And I was not really too interested in getting myself a robot vacuum. I kind of thought, well, it can't really clean the floor very well. And I have carpets. And now I find it can do many other things. I thought it just swept up hair and dust.
Yeah, no, it can sweep, it can mop, it can clean carpets,
Amazing.
It can vacuum floors, it can do all types of stuff.
Can it do my Christmas shopping and wrap all the presents too?
We'll get there.
Okay,
We'll
well,
get
the
there. We'll get
future
there.
is here. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today, but not all the time we have for our look at household chores and how maybe you can make them a little more fun and a little less annoying. We're going to have more on it tomorrow, so come back and join us then. Jefferson is helping Florence set up her robot vacuum.
Let's see. Your robot vacuum dock is on a hard, flat surface.
Of course, I followed the directions. Also, it already has a full charge.
Great. Did you download the app?
Yes, but I'm having trouble with the cleaning schedules.
Okay. How often do you want the robot vacuum to sweep the floor?
Every day. I also wanted to mop the floor every other day and vacuum the carpets on the weekend.
When do you want it to do that?
When I'm at work is best.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，direction 名词指示说明 ，charge 名词充电 ，download 动词下载 ，carpet 名词地毯。文法的部分 ，set up 设定机器系统等等。Ashley is setting up her new rice cooker. Ashley 正在设定她的新电锅。Let's see, 让我想一想。Let's see, I remember putting my glasses down here. 让我想想，我记得我把眼镜放在这下面。How often, 多久一次 ？How often do you give your dog a bath? 你多久帮你的狗洗一次澡 ？I give my dog a bath every other month. 我每隔1个月帮我的狗洗一次澡。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hey, it's Kiwi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
One of my favorite things to do is bird watching.
But sometimes living in the city, that could be a little tricky. But don't worry, because today we're at the zoo and we're going to the aviary. All birds have different types of beaks. Some are small, some are big. Some use them to crack some seeds open, and some even use them to catch fish.
Some birds look extra fancy with feathers on their head. That is called a crest.
Claws are important because it helps birds stay on branches, hold their food, or even catch their prey. Birds are amazing creatures with some really special features.
So next time you see a bird, take a closer look. What kind of beak do they have? Or look at their powerful claws.
That's all for today. Remember to follow us on Instagram and send us a DM or an email if there's something you want to say in English but you just don't know how. Kiki, anything you want to say?
I'm gonna look for some chickens. Kiwi later.
I don't think they have chickens here.